Hey guys, so there was a time, believe it or not, when if you seen this woman, you knew great things were about to be announced. This woman, when she sat down and told you something about a game, you knew something good was going to happen, right? Now, if you don't know who this woman is, this is Jade Raymond, and she was associated with everything that was great back in the day to do with Ubisoft, right? And we're talking 2007-ish, like when the first Assassin's Creed released. We're talking nearly 20 years ago, and they was on such a good run. Like Assassin's Creed games was always like don't get me wrong, there wasn't like perfect 10 games that was coming out, but these were like solid 8s constantly, right? Just one after another, after another, after another. So we had Assassin's Creed 8, Assassin's Creed 2, 9, all the Ezio trilogy, brilliant. And we had the Tom Clancy games like Splinter Cell, brilliant. All the Splinter Cells were good. We had the Ghost Recons where they was great back in the day. Advanced Warfighter and Future Show Soldier. Why do I struggle to say that word? Soldier, Future Soldier was brilliant. And what else? There was also like Far Cry. Like these things were great back in the day, and they've just been. We're talking 20 years ago, and they're still trying to churn out these same things. But the things that are adding to them, like when they went down the RPG route of Assassin's Creed, for instance, Assassin's Creed has not been as good as what it was since they took the double blades away. You know, when you had your double assassination blades, you knew that it's going to be a great Assassin's Creed game. But they decided, ever since they took that away, it has slowly gone down more and more of a steeper hill, in my opinion. And the RPG elements that they tried to put into it, it's just, I don't get it. Like, you didn't even feel like an assassin in these games. Like, Assassin's Creed, the past few Assassin's Creed have been Assassin's Creed in name only, in my opinion. Like, Valhalla. I thought Valhalla was pretty good, but it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game. And what was the other one? Was it Odyssey? The one with the Greek one? It's like, yeah, it's a good game, but you don't feel like an assassin. Right now, you might wonder why am I rambling about this? And the reason is because these things have come home to roost. And Ubisoft has made a reported loss of 1.3 billion. This has gone from one of the mega gaming studios where like, if they was going to bring a game, it was going to get attention, and the attention would mostly be positive. Apart from like the glitches, every time they release a game, and I don't know why it always just comes preloaded with glitches, but that's just, you should just learn from that. Never buy a game day one. No, don't do it. There's no point. You are literally just a test subject for the next week or two. But that's for another thing. But apart from that, it used to be like a good thing. Like you used to get solid 8s, like I was saying before. And now all that happens now every time a Ubisoft game comes out is just there's always some kind of controversy attached to it. Like, and it's never a good thing. So now this thing has gone on and gone on and gone on and gone on, and they've reported now that they have made 1.3 billion, like I just said, 1.3 billion of all a record. It's a record loss. Like you can't even comprehend them numbers. Like this is not like, oh, you've dropped a fiver out your pocket. This is 1.3 billion because they've just constantly done stuff that people who buy their games do not want. And the people who moan about putting this stuff in, like let's just say like the DEI stuff, for instance, like the people who moan about it don't play the games. They're moaning about it because they just want attention on Twitter most of the time. And that is the reason why they're listening to the wrong people. Now, you might be wondering how they are going to claw this back. And this blew my mind. Like, first off, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, right? They've obviously listened to something because they're remaking it and people are loving it. And hopefully it's going to sell really well. And then they go back to the old ways of Assassin's Creed, right? Even though, hot take here, in my opinion, Assassin's Creed Black Flag is not a great Assassin's Creed game. It's a great game, but it's not a great Assassin's Creed game. And you can argue in the comments about that. You do with that what you will, but that's my hot take on it, right? So hopefully that takes off and it starts putting them back on track, and they start listening to what people want, and they carry on doing these things, right? Anyway, so they need, but the thing is now they need that to be a success because. Apparently, according to this, they are going to now focus to try and recoup money and trying to start sustaining profit again. It's just, I can't even believe it. I'm going to read it out. they are going to focus more on live service games because everybody loves live service games, don't they? Everyone can't wait for the next one to come out. I mean, it's just constant success after success after success with these games. We can't get enough of them. The sarcasm there. I hope he detected the sarcasm there because nobody wants them. When was the last successful live service game? I mean, I've got a bit of a gripe because they're just not my cup of tea whatsoever. They're not for me. I don't want to stay on one map playing the same game over and over and over and over and over for weeks and months on end. I mean, I play Fortnite every now and then with the kids, but like after an hour, that's it. I'm done. I can go another few weeks, another few months without touching it again, and it never even comes into my mind. So that's my personal gripe with it. But I'm clearly not the only one, because even Fortnite now is like losing money apparently, and they need to try and think of new ways to try and make it more profitable and stuff because it's losing its player base. I mean, I've not done a deep dive into that, but I remember seeing a video about it a few weeks ago and people were saying this kind of stuff. Again, it's not something I'm interested in, so I'm not really going to do a deep dive on it. But why would you focus on something that is... The funny thing with live service, I'm just going to do a little bit in this because this needs to be a bigger video about the live service, but the funny thing about live services, it always seems to be that they cost more money than an actual normal game to make, like a normal single player game. I don't understand that. So the other thing is that they're going to start doing is laying more people off. Now this could be actually a good thing because remember what happened last time? A lot of people left Ubisoft. What did we get? We only got the most critically acclaimed, most awarded game that there's ever been in Expedition 33. So hopefully this happens again and lightning strikes twice. And yes, they lose more people and these people are like, oh, thank God, I can actually work on something that I'm going to be proud of now and make something great again. And hopefully that happens because if they stick with Ubisoft and carry on doing this, this is going to die. Nobody, like, when was the last Splinter Cell out? I'm sure it was like on the 360. It was the one where it went to like a younger Sam Fisher. I'm sure that was the last one. And we're talking 360, so we're talking at least, 15 years ago? It's like, why are they not doing more of these? It's because they don't know how. They do not know how to make a great Splinter Cell game again, clearly. Otherwise, it'd be there. It'd be done. I mean, Beyond Good and Evil 2 has been in production for 20 years or something stupid. Like, they don't know how to give people what they actually want. They just think, we're going to try and jump on trends. Like this live service thing, they're seeing it as a trend that they want to jump on. And it's just going to go downhill. So, I just need a little bit of a rant about this. It went on longer than what I meant to go on about it, but it just more things kept popping into my head, and I want to know if people feel the same way about this. Now, I personally hope Ubisoft doesn't die. I hope that they actually dive into their portfolio of games and start making great ones again, and we could be happy with that and stop just listening to the outside noise about like what they perceive people to want, not like the fake Twitter rage baiters that are like kicking off about these things that nobody cares about and then they're putting it in the games. Just go back to making great stuff. Like the new Assassin's Creed Exit, apparently Ezio is going to be in it, Ezio Auditore, and to me that's going to be a win. That's something that they have listened to and they're going to kick on with. So again, I would love to know everyone's opinions on this. I don't want to just say, oh, it's Ubisoft, it's Ubisoft, it's Ubisoft. No, I want to know what the productive thing of what you think would get them back to being the great ways again. I mean, it's fireworks going off outside my house. It's very weird. Anyway, that just needs to get this little ramble out because I used to love Ubisoft and now it's just gone so far downhill. It's unreal. So let me know. Drop a like if you like the video. Drop some comments down below and let me know your thoughts on what was once one of the great in publishers, and consider subscribing. That'd be great. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.